Baby Cupcake, you are my friend. Once again, we're going to go through the coins that have dropped a lot and recovered. Did you know there are only 3 coins that dropped 98% or more and then recovered to the all-time high in the following cycle? Only 3 coins. I would like to now add, there is an instance of Shiba Inu, which we're going to look at as well, but that was within the same cycle. So I'm only going to focus first on the coins that actually dropped minus 98% or more. We need to know this information. I want you to know the odds. Yes, they are the odds. Don't worry. This is going to be not what you think, friends. So the 3 coins, minus 98% or more. We have Cardano, AAVE, Ergo. Most people, including myself, we're wondering, what the hell is Ergo? Man, it did quite an amazing run to do this. I did not know. So shout out to Blockchain Backup, because that's where I found out about it. So I want you to know too, when we're looking at these coins, each of them had a different context and a story. Why they recovered. Let's explore Cardano first. And here we have the chart of Cardano. And I'm going to put my boy Chuck here too. Cardano did an amazing run. You see, in the Cardano first cycle of 2017, it did a 400x from the ICO. The real number is 420x. Pretty amazing. Think about this. 420x, no smart contracts, doesn't even run the chain, nothing. 420x. What happened in the next cycle? Well, in the bear market that followed, friends, it dropped, and it dropped hard. We're going to put it on the log chart so we can see the actual number of how much it dropped. You can grab it up to the top and we go down, and actually, the zombie virus took it down even lower. 98.55%. Bang! That's crazy, man. That's crazy that it can do it. I mean, I want to get it specific and we can see it right now. Oh my gosh, 98.5%. All right, yeah. Cardano community recovered. And they did really well, right? We're still talking about them. In this next cycle, if we go down to the bottom, how much did it actually go up? Went all the way around 165x. So 420x, 165x. I wonder what's going to happen in the next cycle. So we're now entering the 3rd cycle curse for Cardano. That's something to think about. But their community remained, friends. Their community remained the whole time, and they got super bullish. And they made a lot of noise, and there was a lot of good marketing, and they positioned themselves to take advantage of the narratives that came. It's very confusing to most people, because during this time, where I have the arrow right here, this was the peak of DeFi 2020 season. Cardano is not even an EVM. It is not part of the Ethereum love machine. All it had was staking. Yes, that's all you could do. Send each other Cardano ADA tokens and do the little staking. It did not have AAVE, money lending, DeFi, yield farming, all the Ponzi stuff and the food tokens. That was all on Ethereum land. So what Cardano was able to achieve was phenomenal. It is. So we're going to pay some respect to that. But Cardano is the first coin that we have to understand. It showed us what's possible. It went down minus 98% and then recovered. The community stayed. The community stayed. So I'm going to share with you a theme that we're going to run through this show, friends. When the price dropped minus 98%, so I'm here guiding you now. All right, this is me talking. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. I love each and every one of you. I'm here guiding you. When you see minus 98%, don't then put it in a category where you say, well, it's over. Don't do that. Instead, what we're going to do is, when it hit minus 98%, right? When it hit minus 98%, we're going to then get our binoculars or our little telescope, and we're going to observe the community. Is the community still there? What do they think about the minus 98%? Do they feel betrayal? So I will now have to tell you, betrayal is the ultimate FUD. It is fatal FUD. I've made videos on this before. Don't forget this. There is no book on this, friends. I'm the book. I'm making the book right now. Just like me and you are making memories that we're going to last to the rest of our lives, friends. I'm telling you right now. Fatal FUD. Betrayal. You can't betray. Once you betray, you then open Pandora's box. If the community walks away, it's over. Cardano, when it hit minus 98%, in the midst of this, Charles went on streams. He went on his streams. Did his many streams. I'm going to show you his YouTube. And this is his channel right here. He's made many streams, many videos, going through different topics. If you click on the videos, this is why when I was learning at the start, it's very confusing to someone because you're like, how the hell do you have a following when you're doing all these gibberish on whiteboards, all these smart Greek letters, we don't know what the hell's going on, talking about these rich scientists and no one knows what the hell is happening here. How did it form a network effect? Don't think about how, just think about the fact that it formed it. If you think about how, you never solve anything, friends. I'm telling you right now. You can wonder about it, but don't think too much about it. There are people who look at the Hex community, they're like, how did Richard Hart form the community? I'm like, look, he formed it by making a cult. Get over that part. Who cares? Just understand that there's 200,000 people here, just like there were smaller amounts of people in the Cardano early days. It's the same thing. So when the price dropped, the community stayed. Charles kept making videos. He kept appearing. Now, we don't need to focus too much on Charles himself because Charles, yes, is important. He's the founder. Yes, it's helpful. Yes, it's super important. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out. If you go to YouTube's, just type in Hex Crypto and go down, there's Richard everywhere, but he's not the only person. There's a lot of influencers. Cardano did not have this. So, yeah, I guess you could say one Richard Hart stream might equal to 10 Hex streamers doing multiple videos. You could say that. They're probably equal. It is what it is. And probably Richard's goal, to be honest, he would probably want everybody to do it. Just like it happened in Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's decentralized. Okay, so that's a future goal here. So when we're looking at this lens, we're looking through. We can see Cardano, when minus 98% hit, they did not have betrayal. They did not say, oh my God, I'm leaving. They did not say that. They had something to look forward to. A brighter future, the fight. And they were able to bounce back and continue. What about coin number 2? By the way, this is the Cardano chart. Have a look at this, right? So that's what I just showed you, right? And it went ballistic. What about number 2? AAVE. AAVE on this chart, minus 99.3%. I'm going to show you the real AAVE chart. It is here on TradingView. Type in AAVE USD. Friends, just as a friendly reminder, click on the one that is spot crypto. You see this one here? This will give you the index. Yes, it adjusts for the prices and everything. There was a split. They did the token change. It used to be called ETH Land. We get it, friends. It's all the same, okay? I've got this. We got it covered. I got you covered, baby dolls. This is a chart. AAVE, ETH Land, was launched, pumped, and then absolutely doomed. Minus 99.3%. Wow. And then it went on the God run. By the way, it made this low in August 2019. This was 1 year before the Bitcoin halving. I'd like to remind you that me and you exist in the year we call 2023. Next year is 2024, the Bitcoin halving. So we are in that recovery year, the jittery year, the everybody's in the shadows year. Look, it sucks, right? I want the candles to be green. But this is where the opportunity is. Because every DCA you do goes a long way. Because there's uncertainty. When we're closer to the halving, there's no more uncertainty. There's no more shadows. It's in the spotlight now. Now we have to start moving. That's it. Okay, now you're just playing a momentum and you got to look for the exits. You're thinking about the exits. Different game. We're not in that game yet. AAVE dropped. AAVE participated in the DeFi season of 2020 because AAVE was literally the DeFi thing, right? Now, it was all only possible because you had Chainlink, massive technology, but AAVE was the unicorn protocol. Still is around. It's the money market of today. And this is the AAVE website right now. I just plugged in someone else's address. And you can go down and you can see, you can borrow and you can lend. This was like a phenomenal change. We're literally, we were replacing banks. It was like giving everybody hope. Now, AAVE went on a nuclear run. Absolutely nuclear. How much did it break? It's high. It did pretty good from that previous cycle. Went up 14x. Wow. So that was a big number, right? So that was number 2. That was coin number 2. I wasn't around sniffing AAVE down here. I don't know what was going on. So does AAVE have a community? Sure. Do they care? Not really. AAVE is a governance token. Like, do you know who really owns all the coins? I mean, look what happened with Curve. They own 48% of the coins. How decentralized is it? I don't really trust it, friends. Governance tokens, to me, they can suck a fat one. I got no trust for them. I don't care about governance tokens because governance tokens is basically a bunch of Ethereum maxi dudes and founders. They all know each other and they jerk each other off. And when there comes a vote, they'll speak to each other and they're like, hey, man, you're going to vote for this, you're going to vote for that. Okay. And what's actually happening is there's like 10,000, 100,000 people out here. I'm going to do 100K people out here. Now, these insiders have already voted. They've got all the coins. They've got all the coins to vote. They might own like, 40% altogether. They're the insiders. And then no matter what the people do out here, right, they might even have more than that and probably have like 50, 60, 70, 80% for all we know. We all know this, right? It's just, and it's not to complain. I mean, this is the political system, right? So this is just how it is. Power centralizes, friends. We understand this, even when they say it doesn't. So the AAVE protocol, its community wasn't really, there was no like AAVE ghosts or whatever back then. And it was called ETHLend. But what happened was it had DeFi season appear. So it made a community. So another way to look at it is the price went up so much, as you can see, like, whoa, the price went up so much. It created the industry of AAVE. It created the memes. It created all the ability for the community to band together, have the cute logos and everything. So it was almost, this is just proof to you. In the Cardano community, they were there to defend it. In this AAVE example, the price went down so much, killed the community, but AAVE, the protocol, was needed so much that it forced the community. It jammed it. Almost brute force, but not really brute force. It jammed it in. So it's wonderful. We have 2 coins, 2 different stories, but they had the same outcome. They drop minus 98%, and then they recover and break their high. Very rare occurrence. Now, there's a coin here called Ergo. Fascinating, because Ergo, no one is talking about it. And it was still able to do this. And I have ERG here. So ERG stands for extremely ripe grape, which is our favorite, of course. So this is the actual chart. I mean, it pumped and then it dumped again, right? So here we are. It's just funny. Like you escaped out of the bear market and then you're back into the zone, right? Now, look at this. This is fascinating to me. Ergo, it says it's a layer 1 chain. Wow. I mean, that's crazy when you think about it. How the hell did you do that? And what's even more fascinating is Ergo only had $257,000 of volume in the past 24 hours. So I don't know how this thing's alive. I don't know if they did some pump and dump or whatever. Because, look, it is possible. I haven't done all the details. I'm just throwing it out there. It is possible that they did a big ICO raise. They raised it in Ethereum. And then during the bull run, what happened was the people who got all the Ethereum, they probably took profit in it and they started just rotating it. And because it's a thin market, they were able to smack it up. That's just my guess. I'm just making an assumption here because I did not see anybody talk about Ergo anywhere at any time. Maybe it was just my bubbles. I hope it's out there and I hope something legit happened. I've even gone to the Twitter. There's Erg1. This is like a fan page for it. They call them the Ergonauts. And this is the platform itself. Has 240,000 followers. I mean, yeah, could be fake. Who knows, friends? It was a long time ago when these things were actually super popular. There could have been something in the previous cycle. Wow,
G'day
look at
guys,
this music.
welcome to this week's weekly developer update. I'm CW and joining once again we have
See, it's very great. I was just wondering what they do, but this is the thing. They were able to recover. Pretty cool. So then I even asked a question here, right? Do you think PulseChain, Hex, and PulseX community can buck the trend and become the 4th coin community to do it, right? So, I mean, Here we have Marky to Crypto saying, and Charles Hoskinson paid all the top YouTubers just at the right time to pump the poop out of ADA, yet Richard Hart is being accused of manipulation. I'm not sure if that happened, just because, I'll be honest, I knew a lot of people who just loved Cardano, right? They was talking about Cardano back when it literally did nothing. It was like rumored, always everybody would talk about it saying, ghostware, vaporware, never going to do anything, never going to release. And that's what happened, right? And this chart I have for you is SHIB. Now, SHIB did this in one cycle. So SHIB went down, actually dropped minus 99%. It really was, I mean, something spectacular. Dropped minus 99%, and then someone jammed it up 400x, went back down, jammed it up another 400x, and Bob's your uncle. But this is within one cycle. So that's a special guest mention that doesn't matter how price, see, I'm telling you now, friends. What I'm telling you is the truth, all right? We've made the Bible here. It's about the network effect. The community is the asset. If what I'm saying wasn't true, then how the hell do you explain something dropping minus 99% and then in the same cycle making its way to the top freaking page and becoming a household name? How do you explain that? You know, you can't explain that. It literally dropped minus 99%, literally went straight to zero. But the community stayed. That's why it's around. That's why it's all about the community. You need the streamers. You need the conferences. You need the tattoos. You need people tagging you. You need it. Not like, oh, we'll welcome it. No, you actually need it. It is your lifeblood. And that's why I welcome seeing stuff like this. Mr. Pac-Man saying, we are even on GQ. Bam. This crypto influencer bought some sick watches and then the SEC charged him with fraud. So who cares, man? No one's even going to remember what this thing is in like a few months. Or they're just going to remember seeing this guy's head, talking about watches, and it is what it is. That's why looking at these prices, friends, you got to think about what's your thesis here? Do you think it dies? Do you think it dies, or do you think it keeps growing? That's all that matters, because clearly there's people still around. I just showed you examples where there are cases where no matter how low the price went, the community still stayed and it recovered as if nothing happened. Now, I know it feels like something happened, but when you look back on the chart, it's like you never really know that. Like, did Cardano drop 90% or 99%? Like, it doesn't really matter. The people still stayed. So that's why the ultimate goal I have for you is to just understand that when the price goes down and hits that minus 99% on the ecosystem or minus 98%, whatever it is, you got to look at the people around. Do they feel betrayed? I'm already seeing on Twitter, not a single person says, oh my God, I feel so betrayed, right? Everybody instead is saying, how dare the SEC clowns come and attack this community when not a single one of us has claimed victim. Only some soy boy little cuck who doesn't know how to tie his own shoelace has claimed to be a victim, and no one cares about him anyway because he's a little bitch, right? That's everybody's attitude. So I'm waiting for people to say, I'm a victim, when I'm not seeing that. So it does have all the formula right, the ingredients there for a recovery, a muscular recovery. But you know, I'm not going to hold your feet in the fire if you think, hey man, I think we only got a 10x, or if you think, you know what, I just want to get out of the ecosystem because I'm scared of the SEC FUD. Like, that's completely on you. But hey, I've provided you the blueprint now. There's 3 coins that have actually been able to do it in the repeated cycle. Yes, the odds are low, but hey, the thing is, friends, it's already been past its time. We already hit the price down with this, and the community's still here. The real difficult part would have been a year and a half ago. If we go back to the crypto top, okay, if we go back to the Bitcoin top, I want you to think about that Hex movie. We could have had a discussion about me saying to you, okay, if Hex drops minus 98%, will the people still be around? Will they leave if PulseX dropped minus 90% below sacrifice price, as everybody was putting it in, you know? And there's only one way to find out. Let the sun keep spinning and the earth keep spinning, and we're going to get there. And we did get there on the calendar clock, you know, on the time. So, you know, that's all you could have debated. You could have debated, will everybody be betrayed or not? That's why, at the end of the day, I mean, you know exactly what's up, friends. I make these videos for you. I literally make Hex is a cult. Now you're starting to get it. This is why you want a cult, man. If you're in a cult and the price goes down, people stay. That's what you want. That is your blue ocean area. That is your strong network effect. That's your moat. You already know what's up, friends. Like, subscribe, but what? I'm going to catch you in the next one.